Nothing like a little drama to end the week in D.C. House lawmakers cleared stablecoin legislation for the next step in its route through Congress late last night. But it didn't go off without a hitch. Joining us now to discuss is CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day, who is also the editor of the world's most important newsletter, State of Crypto. Happy Friday, Nick. Good morning.
Good morning and happy Friday.
Well, happy for some, but what is this? I can't believe Patrick McHenry is getting into a battle with Maxine. Come on, what's going on?
Yeah, so yesterday was
It was Cat Canary a Mutual Love Society. It was like amazing, and then all of a sudden,
Well, there was a bit of finger pointing, right? So yesterday was the markup for the stablecoin bill in the House Financial Services Committee, meaning the bill was basically looking at amendments. Lawmakers were weighing in and then voted on it last night. At the outset of the hearing, Congressman Henry said that negotiations had been ongoing, but that the White House had halted or refused to compromise, and thereby the negotiations were halted. The bill was no longer a bipartisan one. Congresswoman Waters pushed back a little later, saying that they could have got to the finish line if they had more time. There was also quite a bit of drama later on the floor itself. Congressman Stephen Lynch of Florida said that the bill was being rushed and that Democrats had not had a chance to properly weigh in or provide amendments that they wanted to share. Kind of the central point underlying all of this seemed to be that Democrat view was, if the bill came up to a vote later, in September after the August recess, it would have a greater chance of passing with bipartisan support. Congressman McHenry's view seemed to be that it's been dragging on long enough. It's time to get it to a vote. And so last night they voted. It was a 36-14 vote in favor of advancing the bill. 5 Democrats joined the Republicans in advancing it, but obviously it was not a fully bipartisan victory.
Yeah, we thought this was going to be all friends. It was like a big love fest for the way they described it. Seriously, everyone was singing "Kumbaya." It was like Woodstock.
Yeah, for the longest time, this was seen as a bipartisan joint effort by the leaders of the parties in the committee.
Nick, amongst all the drama with the stablecoin bill, 3 other bills were advanced. Tell us, are we going to get some regulatory clarity in the near future?
Well, obviously that's still, I would say, the big question. Now that the bills have passed out of committee, what's going to happen is they're going to have to go through the entire House of Representatives. Given that these are, all bills that are sponsored or co-sponsored by Republicans, my personal guess is that the House is more likely than not to advance them. The Senate's kind of the bigger question. A lot of these bills don't have counterparts in the Senate at this point, so if the House refers them, we're going to basically start from scratch in the whole process. So far the Senate seems to be kind of focused on some of these larger must-pass bills. For example, the National Defense Authorization Act that had passed last night. But it's unclear to me at this point if there is sufficient support in the Senate for any of the bills that have passed out of committee this week. Certainly we're not yet at the stage where I don't think anyone could say with any confidence that these bills are even being looked at or well analyzed at this point by senators.
All right, Nick, we got to leave it there. It was wonderful seeing you this morning. That was CoinDesk Global Policy and Regulation Managing Editor Nick Day. Don't forget to sign up for the State of Crypto newsletter on CoinDesk.com.